What if I told you that some of the most brutal civil wars in history didn't start with politics or religion, but with money? Economic crises, those moments when jobs vanish, prices skyrocket, and people lose hope, can be the sparks that ignite entire nations. Let's zoom in on what really happens when an economy collapses. Imagine you wake up one day and your savings are worthless. Food costs triple overnight. Suddenly, everyone's desperate, and old rivalries start resurfacing. It's not just about empty stomachs, it's about shattered trust in banks, in leaders, even in neighbors. History is full of examples. Think of the Spanish Civil War in the 1930s. Spain was already divided, but when the Great Depression hit, unemployment soared and poverty spread like wildfire. People felt abandoned by those in power. When there's nothing left to lose, it becomes easy to see enemies everywhere. That's when radical groups step in, promising change or revenge. Or take the Russian Revolution. World War I drained Russia's economy, leaving millions hungry and hopeless. Those economic wounds didn't just make people angry, they made them desperate, ready to fight for survival. Civil wars often begin with protests, but when the government can't provide basic needs, violence can seem like the only way out. But here's the twist. Not every economic crisis leads to civil war. Sometimes people find ways to adapt and help each other. But when inequalities are too big and leaders ignore the warning signs, pressure builds up until something explodes. It's a pattern that repeats. An economic collapse doesn't just hurt wallets, it breaks the social contract. Suddenly every group is fighting for their slice of a shrinking pie. If authorities respond with force or corruption, they just add fuel to the fire. So, the next time you hear about an economic crisis in the news, remember, it's not just numbers, it's lives, hopes, and sometimes the first chapter of a civil war. Economic crises don't always start civil wars, but when they do, it's because they strip away the foundations that keep a society together. That's why understanding the economy isn't just for economists, it's for anyone who cares about peace. Thanks for watching. If you want to dive deeper into how history's biggest conflicts began, stick around. I've got plenty more stories to tell.